Hi everyone, it's Marguerite. Thank you for watching my latest makeup tutorial. So this makeup look is my date night makeup look. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and to see how I did this makeup, just keep watching. Today I'm going to be using Scotch Tape to help create my winged liner, and to line it up where it should go, you can use the beginning of your brow to your brow arch, and that will give you the perfect line for your eye shape. Next, I'm priming my eyelids with my MAC Prep and Prime eyeshadow primer. This is going to help my eyeshadow last all night and not crease. Now I'm going in with this Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette, and I'm going to use that middle taupey brown color. And I'm using a dome-shaped shading brush to pack this on the outer V of my eyelid. First, I'm just trying to pack this color on, and now I'm going in with that darker brown color, and this is where I'm going to really start building up the color and just intensifying that smoky eye look that I want to create. So I'm applying this in the outer part of my eyelid, and I'm creating a sideways V shape. So I'm going backwards and forwards to really get that V shape, which is a really good trick to just help your eyes look a little more bigger and awake. So now I'm taking the time to blend it out. Next, I'm taking this Nars eyeshadow stick. This is a black eyeshadow stick, and I am just drawing this on as I would eyeliner. I'm not doing this in any fancy way because I'm going to smoke it out with eyeshadow. So here I'm going in with the black eyeshadow, and I'm going to be applying it directly over that black crayon eyeshadow stick that I already applied. So this black eyeshadow is really going to help smudge out that line and just give you a more softer, more sexy, romantic, smudged look, and not such an intense black liquid line. And now I'm going to be applying some eyeshadow onto my lid. I'm using this white color onto the center of my lid, and this is really going to help the whole look just pop. I didn't want to use any glitter or anything too fancy to take away from my winged liner, so I'm just using this simple white color. And now the technique I'm using is I'm patting this on in patting motions rather than swiping. So you want to be gentle and just pat it on. Now I'm blending everything out to make sure that everything blends in well together. So I'm make sure to go over everything so that it all looks blended together. And then after you apply false lashes, you want to go in with a black eyeliner and run it over where your false lash application is, and also where your natural eyeliner line is, and that will just help it blend in more naturally together so that you don't obviously see where the false lashes were applied. Now I'm gently removing the tape, which will reveal the wing. Ooh, what do you think, ladies? And now I'm going to clean up the eyeshadow debris that fell onto my face, so I'm just using a makeup remover wipe to get that off. Now for the good stuff, I'm using my favorite Chanel primer, and this really is good for canceling out all the redness on my face. And next I'm going in with my favorite foundation, the Long Wear Foundation by Bobbi Brown. And I'm first stippling this foundation onto my face. Now I am going over everything with a damp sponge. This is the Real Techniques complexion sponge, and this is just going to help absorb any excess foundation that is not necessary and help give me a more natural finish. And now I'm putting on this Maybelline Radiant Touch Concealer. This is a brightening pen, and I'm applying this before my concealer, and this is just an added step that's just going to help my eyes look a little brighter, and it's going to help cancel out any darkness under my eye. And one of the best methods to blend this out is with your beauty blender. and that will just really help give you a more natural finish and so that your concealer doesn't crease or look cakey. And then now I'm going in with my concealer. This is the Tarte Maracujá Creaseless Concealer, another one of my favorites. And I'm blending it out with that complexion sponge. And now I wanted to apply a little liquid highlighter before I go in with all my powders. And this is just gonna help enhance my complexion and help it look a little more dewy and just have a natural glow to it when the light hits it. And by using a damp complexion sponge, it's just gonna naturally put it all over your face and absorb any excess product. So now I'm contouring. I'm using another one of my favorite products. This is the Bobbi Brown Foundation Stick. And this is the way that I've been contouring lately, and I've really been pleased with it. It's time to set all your liquids so that they don't crease. So I am going in with this Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder and setting my under eye area with that, and I'm using the damp complexion sponge to get it on there, and it will help absorb any excess powder so that it won't settle into my crease. And then now I'm setting my face. And now I'm going in with my favorite highlighter by Hourglass, and I'm just going to apply this to the high points of my cheek, a little on my nose, and above my cupid's bow and chin. And this is one of the most beautiful, most natural highlighters, so this is very good, especially for you oily skin girls. And now I'm going in with bronzer. This is the Bobbi Brown bronzer. This is one of my favorite bronzers. It just gives a really beautiful, even finish. It's not too orange. It's just a really good color. And I'm contouring with this a little. I'm going over everywhere that I put the liquid contour or my cream contour. So now I'm going over all of that in all the same places, but just with this powder. And now I'm applying a little blush. This is my favorite blush by Becca in the color Flower Child. So I'm taking an angled blush brush. This is a little fluffy. I'm just sweeping it up in an upward motions along my cheek, from the apples of my cheek back to my ear. And then I love going over it with this blusher topper. This is in the color Blushed Copper, I believe, by Becca. And just a tiny little bit because it's super pigmented. And now I'm just going over everything to blend it out. And now I'm going to be covering up this dreaded pimple that is on my face. I'm taking a concealer brush, this is by Mac, and just dipping the tip of it into my concealer, and then I'm going to be dotting it over that pimple. And then I take my finger and gently tap over the pimple, and the warmth from my fingers is just going to gently help even out the concealer and just melt it a little over the pimple and just blend it more seamlessly into your skin so that it has a natural coverage and just doesn't look so obvious on your face. And now I gotta finish my eyes. I'm not quite done yet. So I take a brown eyeliner and I'm just running that along my lower waterline and my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna smudge it out with that brown eyeshadow and the Kat Von D eyeshadow kit, the same one we use for the top of your eyelid. So take that same smudge brush and just gently run it over the eyeliner that you just put down on your eye. And this is gonna smoke it out a little more and smudge it for just a little more sexy look. Next, I'm applying a cream colored eyeliner onto my lower waterline, and I'm using this concealer brush to pull down my eyelid so that it's supposed to help prevent wrinkles. I don't know, but you're supposed to not tug on your eyes so much, so I figured this would maybe help. But this cream colored is just gonna brighten the whites of my eyes and help my eyes look a little more awake. And then now I'm going to be applying mascara, and that's just gonna help my false eyelashes blend in more naturally with my real lashes. I'm applying applying a lip liner before I go in with my lipstick, and this is just going to help my lips appear a little bigger. It's going to define my lips a little more, and it's going to prevent any lipstick from running off of my lips. So this one is by Makeup Forever in the color 3C, and it's just a really beautiful rosy nude color. And next I'm going in with a lipstick by MAC. I will link all of the items that I'm using in the description bar below. And then I wanted to go over the lipstick with a little gloss just to make the look a little more sexy. I think a wet glossy lip is very sexy and helps your lips look a little more plump. So this one is the color Honey by Bite Beauty. I'm spraying my face with this all-nighter makeup setting spray to make sure that my makeup doesn't melt off or run during dinner and that it will stay all night long. So that is everything. I hope that you like this look. All right, everyone. And this completes my makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that this inspired you to go on a date or go find a date if you don't have one. But thank you for watching, and I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Please subscribe. That'd mean a lot to me. Thanks. Bye.